just dropped my oldest son off at church. They had some issues with the sound on Sunday, and he wants to figure out what was going on before Wednesday night. So I dropped him off there and let him do his thing. And foremost on my mind is a cup of coffee. And foremost on my mind is a cup of coffee. I don't know what I want to do today. I don't have long, because I don't think he'll be there that long. I could make coffee in the back of my van, or in the front of my van, which I've been doing a lot lately. But it sounds kind of good to crawl in the back and make a cup of coffee there, using my Hankatron 3000, which is just a big PVC pipe with a bottom on it that fits perfectly one of those propane tanks and stabilizes it, so I can just sit it on the floor and I don't have to worry about it falling over or anything. And I call it the Hankatron 3000 because one of the pastors at my church made it for me. His name's Hank. So my son is the one that actually started calling it that. He said something one day like, "Oh, you're going to use your Hankatron 3000?" And I just thought it was kind of cool, so that's become its official name. It's still white. I plan on maybe painting it, but we'll see. I don't know what I'm doing, man. I'm just riding around. I guess I'm just really indecisive about the coffee, because I feel like I usually drink my coffee black, but sometimes I like it with creamer. Today I want to pamper myself. And I don't have any creamer. I'd have to go buy some at the grocery store. I bought a full container, and I ended up bringing it into the house because we were out in the house, and I can never remember to bring it out. So it's in the house. So I decided, well, maybe I should just get another one to leave in the van. But I just don't know if I want to go into the grocery store for just that one little item today. So therefore, if I want creamer, then I'll probably have to go to my store that I go to a lot, my convenience store, because they have it. So corner store that I go to a lot of times, they don't have it. They don't have the powdered coffee creamer. And it's very, very distressing because they used to, like a year or so ago. Then they ran out and they just never replaced it. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't really want to go to a coffee shop because, I don't really feel like talking to anybody. Oh, excuse me. What should I do? I guess I'll go this way. Last minute decision. They're having an event today. Apparently downtown here is blocked off for veterans. It's Veterans Day, so I want to say thank you to all the veterans out there. Thank you so much for preserving our freedom, in the past, present, and in the future. Thank you so much. It's like the longest light in history. Apparently. Okay, there we go. I gotta wait for people to walk. And here we go. And we sure have a disproportionate amount of breweries, beer joint places, dispensaries, hemp, and things like that. It's very disproportionate, in my opinion. This is just a small town. And it's like it seems like they're on every corner, every look. There it is. There's another. Hey, there it is. There's another. Wow. Go this way because I saw a business that said now open the other day, and I want to see what it says. That's open. What that is? No. Perfect Bark. Must be some kind of a dog place, I guess. Perfect Bark. I don't know what the other place was. There was another little store back there. There used to be a coffee shop back there. I think I went to it once before they closed. They were very short-lived. At breakfast we were talking about, I don't know what brought it up. Okay, what did bring it up? Oh, we were talking about the bike path, walking path, whatever, that they're like putting all over the country, kind of a thing. Well, we have one in our county that it's been ongoing for years now, but like nothing's been done except the railroad itself has been taken up. But the neighboring county who started at the same time, theirs is done, basically. There's people enjoying it, riding their bikes back and forth, jogging, walking their dogs, and we just sit there and see like no progress whatsoever. So it's very disheartening. Anyway, that made us think about the trains. I made the comment that, I love the bike paths. I think they're great. Yeah, I do. But, I wish we wouldn't have got rid of all of our trains. I love the trains more. And I think they're better for the environment. I mean, people talk about the environment all the time, cars, polluting, blah, 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 blah. Well, all these big rigs, I mean, look at all those that would be taken off the road. And I know people do their jobs. So, I know there's two sides of the coin. But we're talking strictly from an environmental viewpoint now. The trains, you could have one train, it'd be 100 cars long, and look at all the big rigs that wouldn't be on the road. Other countries are doing that. They expand their rail systems. They're all over the place. But not America. We harp on the environment. We harp on, the economy and stuff like that. And we take out all the train tracks. Which, I'm sorry, but it doesn't make sense, in my opinion. Anyway, I digress. My main point was, I used to lay in bed at night. I didn't sit there very often. I laid in bed at night. Or is it lie? Okay, never mind. I was in bed at night when I was a kid. And around midnight, every night, I would hear the train a mile or so away. The whistle blowing as it crosses the intersections. As it progresses down the track. And it was just cool. I used to like that. That's a fond memory. That, and we lived, 3 miles, maybe 4 miles out of downtown. But that's where the courthouse was. And our courthouse on every hour would bong, bong. So at midnight, a lot of times, 10, 9, 10, like whatever, you'd hear it a lot. But I would lie in bed, and hear bong, 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 bong. Yeah, if you knew how to drive, you'd probably have a lot happier life. Sorry, didn't mean to be mean, but he literally pulled right in front of me. He saw me coming. He pulls right in front of me and then stops and then has to back up and readjust his path because I guess he wasn't going in the direction he wanted. He's getting gas. I don't understand people like that. I would have been past. I mean, he probably thought I was going to get his spot, which wasn't his spot, but that's probably why he just literally pulled right in front of me. But anyway, I try my best not to be mean and say mean things to people. I really do. And that wasn't that bad, was it? But anyway, I like trains. I love trains. We used to have tracks. I lived in a small town, kind of like the town I live in now. Of course, back then it was smaller. But all through the neighborhoods, they would have the tracks, and it would cut through neighborhoods behind homes and across the little roads and stuff. And, they've pulled all those tracks up, and there's like no remnants now of train tracks ever being there. They're all totally, they're hidden. You can't see any trace of train tracks. I think it's sad, but there's people harping about, cars polluting with our little tiny tailpipes, whatever. And I know there's a lot of cars, that's what makes the difference. But, still, if you're really environmentally minded person, then you would think that you would be supporting keeping trains on the tracks instead of, thousands and thousands of big rigs. Anyway, that's just me. Like I say, if you make your livelihood on big rigs, I'm not saying anything about that at all. This is entirely from an environmental standpoint. I think it's just a little hypocritical in a lot of people in our country to choose what they want to pick on. They want to pick on, an 8-cylinder car as opposed to a 6. They drive a 6, so, that's okay. I could drive a 6, but they drive an 8. You don't need an 8. Well, people who has a 4 says you don't need a 6. People who drives, a motorcycle, they may say you don't need a car. I don't know. It's all relative, I guess. Anyway, I'm here. I kind of made the decision as I was rambling to come here and get coffee at my little convenience store that I like to. I thought I was going to get mugged there for a little bit. She was walking right toward the van really quickly, and I looked at her kind of like, oh. I mean, she's probably 80. I mean, she's not going to mug me, I'm sure. And she was holding a muffin, so maybe optimistically I could have thought maybe she was bringing me a muffin. But I thought the worst. It's because that guy pulled out in front of me. I blame it on him. Anyway, I'm going to go get coffee. The little, what I thought was a noodle or a fusion noodle shop opening up at the old Burger King. Apparently people are talking about sushi, that they have excellent sushi and that kind of thing. So I don't know where the noodles fit in, but they don't have any business name up yet. It's still nothing. All it is it says now open in neon green poster board in the windows, but there's no sign that says what they are. It just says now open. So like if you're a visitor in town, you'd be like, well, okay, they're open. What is it? Is it a Halloween shop or a Christmas shop, or is it a burger joint? Is it another dispensary? Oh, okay. Is it a bar? I don't know. There's nothing about what it is. It just says now open in neon poster board. So, talking about your soft opening, that's a soft opening. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get coffee. Move over there. Because I don't think I have long today. My son's probably going to figure out the problems relatively quickly and be calling me. See you in a bit. Alrighty, got my coffee. I'll sit in the sun today. I'm not looking for a shade tree today because it's chilly willy. And the leaves are falling down. The trees are starting to get ugly. My car's rattling. I gotta find that there's something loose. It's driving me crazy. That looks like a yellow line gone bad. No, I know. You don't know what I mean, but you know those yellow lines in the parking lot. Look at this. Can you see that down there? I don't think you can. Yeah, it looks like the paint. Oh yeah, because it ended right there, I guess, by the car, the van. So that is definitely a yellow line gone bad. There's a car sits over there, but see, look at all the leaves. It's starting to get ugly. It's not full-fledged ugly yet. It's just kind of like going down that path. You know, in my opinion. A lot of people may see what I call the ugly, skeletal looking trees that look dead and be like, man, those are so beautiful. Not me. Not I, said me. Cup of coffee. I love coffee. Oh my goodness. If I had one hot drink, it would obviously be coffee, even over like mochas and hot chocolates and lattes and things like that. It would just be coffee. Anyway, I got me some cheese crackers. Ooh, I am so chilly. But it feels good. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't quit yawning. Oh my gosh, I know it's rude, but I can't help it. I'm so sorry. Oh, you know what I got the other day? I don't know if I showed you this. I got it at a thrift shop. It was only, I forgot what it was. It was no more than $5. But it was one of these little portable heaters. And it's so cool. It's just this little dinky thing that you can, well, I could use it in my office at home, obviously, because, you know, it's got the plug. And you can pull this little thing down and it'll switch this like this. This thing turns to whatever's more convenient for you. Like that. But anyway, I got, well, let me show you what else I got. Oh, wait, hold on. This has got a remote. And it's brand new. I mean, it's brand new. It's got the instructions and everything. And it's so cool. And I got it for the van, okay? I literally got it for the van. I'm thinking about maybe mounting it somewhere in the back when I, you know, work on the shelves, cabinets, whatever you want to call them. But then the other day, I was in the same thrift shop, and for $5, and it looks new, I got this thing that plugs into like a cigarette lighter, so it's 12 volt. And I have a 12 volt outlet back there in the back, or wires, because this used to have a handicap lift in there. So it's got the wiring already set up back there. But anyway, and this has the plugs, but it doesn't have the ground. So I'm going to have to figure out a way or get one of those. Well, actually, it plugs in like that. It will plug in to this. It will plug into this. But it's cyber power. So I can hook this up to my 12 volt back there and mount all this. Like this can be mounted back there where, you know, the only thing you're going to see is maybe the plugs. And then I could put the heater in there. So that all worked out good. So that, I think this is, I mean, it was no more than $8 for all this. And they're both look like, well, the heater's definitely brand new, and this looks like it's brand new, like it's never been used. But it's got 2 plugs and it's got a USB. So for under $10, I got myself set up. That'll be in the back eventually, someday. And that's about it. I'm just going to sit here, enjoy life in all its simplistic form. For me, I'm all about the simple, pleasures of life. I mean, there's really and truly, there's hardly anything I'd rather do. No, we're not talking about anything related to my family, church and things like that. I'm just talking about kind of like recreation. There's really nothing that I enjoy more than literally sitting in my van, drinking coffee. I know that sounds crazy. I love it. I love to do that. Now, granted, I would like to maybe go camping more in the van, What I'd like to get is one of those kind of small tents that you can connect to the back of your van to open the doors, and it just kind of like fits over the opening and to give us more room. And we could actually like maybe sleep in the van, but have all of our stuff, our living stuff out in the tent, like if we go camping. But I haven't found any yet, really. I've looked, but I don't know. I also want an awning for the van, but I can't decide what to get because I'm going to have to screw holes in the roof. And I can't figure out a way to avoid that. So, and that could turn out disastrous, especially if I do it myself. But this is the time of the year I like to go camping because it's cool. Later on, the snakes will go in the ground, underground or whatever, in their little, wherever they go. They're gone. And I'm thankful. I'm not a snake fan. Anyway, I had like a hair on my nose, man. It's itching me. It's driving me crazy. I wish it just I can't find it. So, I mean, I can almost like see hairs like here, right here, but I can never get it. Wow. Sometimes I just want to shave my head bald. I mean, literally bald. What could it hurt? It'd grow back. My wife doesn't want me to do it, but I'm thinking, why not? I used to have hair like down below my shoulders. And that was it was 14 years ago, because I remember I had hair down long below my shoulders, and my wife and 2-year-old at the time, 2 or 3-year-old, whatever, went out. They went somewhere, and I think I was like lying in the bathtub, just laying there, and it's like I saw a pair of scissors, and I'm like, and I cut my hair off. I mean, I literally just sat there and I cut my hair. Cut it, and shaved and stuff like that. And when they came home, they were just like, I mean, wow. My wife, had seen me with hair like that when we first met, but my 2 or 3-year-old at the time, yeah, he was pretty shocked. It's like, whoa, Daddy, is that you? So, but now I keep it pretty short. But I've never had it bald. I've never shaved it completely. But like, what could it hurt? I mean, it'd grow back. I'm just afraid if I shave my head, that it's like I'll have some deformity on my head, like a big, huge mark or something, or some big whatever indention or something, where maybe I got hit in the head when I was 2 years old and it never like healed or something. I don't think that's possible, but I mean, you get the picture. I mean, I'm afraid that it's going to be horrifying, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I have to wear a hat everywhere I go. And what about church? What am I going to do about church? They're going to see my deformity. So I do hesitate because of that reason, not knowing like what's under my hair. So anyway. Oh my gosh, I'm going to go. I got to drink my coffee, eat my crackers. I don't know what I'll watch. I'm trying to stay away from politics now as much as I can. Man, I used to be into it really bad. About 4 or 5 years ago, I even started a political channel and posted 1 or 2 things on there. I couldn't deal with it. I'm like, I cannot live in that world. I can't live it. I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. I will be in a state of agitation 100% of the time. Stress, duress, agitated, angry. I couldn't do it. So I was like, no. I deleted it, got rid of the content, everything. So anyway, now I just try to be more, I watch camping videos and things like that. I love camping videos. I like some older YouTubers like senior citizens. I watch them, how they keep in shape and the things that they do and just their life as they retire. I watch I don't know, just random things, but I try to, like I say, every now and then I watch politics just to make sure I kind of know what's going on, because you have to be informed of what's happening in your own country. And my wife found a channel that we both really like, and it's Girl in the Woods. I think it's called Girl in the Woods. Which she's not a girl. She's older. She's an older woman. Not real old, but I mean, we like her videos because she's very resourceful. She's always building things, making things, and I really like her channel, and my wife likes her channel. So I think it's called Girl in the Woods. Anyway, look it up if you like that kind of video. And she's really good, really good. She's so practical. But I don't think I'll watch that now. I watch that at home when my wife and I are like sitting down in the early evening or whatever before the boys come out, and we all watch something together, like Green Acres. We still have like many seasons of Green Acres. We love that. A lot of times we'll eat lunch and watch Green Acres, an episode of Green Acres. So anyway, suffice it to say, I'm not going to do much. Just eat crackers, drink coffee, and watch something. So anyway, and await my boy's call. He'll call like probably within a couple hours. Anyway, God bless you guys. I'm still reading the 91st Psalm, the 23rd Psalm, and the Lord's Prayer every day to my kids. My wife reads out of the Bible from various, the books. And yeah, every night. We've been doing that for a while now. It can change your life. It's transformational. So anyway, God loves you. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon.